someone owns a house free and clear. And I'm experiencing this more and more and more, where I am trying to find all cash buyers. I know this sounds weird, follow me here. Big need though. All cash buyers that want to buy a new house, but all the cash is coming from their current house for the most part, right? They don't want to liquidate anything. Those people are trapped, right? And they feel trapped. So how do I find solutions for that person? Because that helps 3 people, well, 4 if you count me. Loan officers 4, but that helps 3 people. So this fulfills the need of the actual consumer that wants to purchase a house, but they have to sell their house first. That's number 1. Number 2, it helps the realtor that wants to help them on the buy side. And number 3, it helps the realtor list that house with a strategy. So it's a listing, it's a buyer, the person gets what they want, and I make a little bit of money. Okay, so it works that way. So I'm going to share my screen, and let's do this. Share, perfect. All right. So in this scenario, let me X out this video. So this person, wants to purchase a $1.9 million home. They are retired, so they do not have any real income besides living off of their investments, have about $800,000 in assets. And these are all questions, once again, to give the best advice, you have to ask these questions up front, right? What do you want to do? Well, what are your assets, et cetera? So they have a significant amount of assets, right? That I know I can create income from, by the way, through distribution because they're retired. And they want to pay cash, but when I ran the numbers, they're still going to need a loan of around $300,000 to $400,000, even if they sell their house. Okay, their house is on the market, but is not in contract yet, and they found their dream home. So what I'm showing them here is 3 different ways, and if you notice at the top, I title them what the strategy is. So 3 different strategies, right, in one TCA. The first one is, hey, you sell your house at the same time. So when I'm explaining the strategy in my video, it's, hey, Carrie, it's Jeremy Forcier, Cross Country Mortgage. Great to chat with you. I'm going to walk you through 3 different ways that you can buy this home right now. And then we can pick whatever one is going to work best for you. So ask me questions. Summary section, column number 1. It says sell your house at the same time. Now I understand that the purpose of this is to be able to buy it without selling your house. But what I want to show you is that even if you get into contract on this new property at $1.9 million, and your house is on the market, if you get an offer during that time frame and it closes before or at the same time, right, as the new house, you can still execute this strategy. So I want you to follow me here on this, okay?
Hey, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. How would you, I want to make sure we describe this strategy in a way that we're creating, scalable training content. What would be the label we'd put on this need, the scalable need?
Buy before you sell.
Okay, so this is the Jeremy Forcier buy before you sell needs-based training. Okay, got it.
Yep, buy before you sell. So if you notice though, I always contradict myself, and I do this on purpose, okay, because I'm an expert. And so the first column is actually sell your house, right? It's the opposite of the strategy, but that's going to eliminate anxiety and fear for the individual. So I show them that, hey, at 1.9 million, you sell your house at the same time. Then you have a $400,000 loan amount, your payment's $2,594, and you're coming in with about $1.5 million total cash to close for down payment and closing costs. That's also going to hold back for you, Mr. And Mrs. Borrower, about $250,000 in cash. And the reason I'm doing that is because you don't know what type of work you're going to have to do on the property. And I understand you don't want to liquidate your retirement assets. Okay, so ask me more questions if you have any. We can talk about, you can always put down more money if you want, etc. Now in the second column is if, okay, I'm going to buy first and sell second. Well, I have a product that we can qualify you with 25% down that allows us to use the distribution. We just need a letter, right, from your financial planner that says you are going to take a distribution of X dollars per month in order to, get the home loan. And then we create the distribution for you during the escrow period. And then you can qualify for a $1.425 million loan amount. payments at 92.42, total cash out of pocket is 507,132, and you can borrow that from a margin account against your current assets, or we could get you a home equity line of credit from your current house that you own free and clear in order to use this strategy. It's really simple. And then when you sell your house, you could pay this loan off completely, or you could pay it down to the $400,000 balance, as I showed you in column 1. So that is a viable strategy where you don't have to wait. You don't have to worry about making a contingent offer. Now, if you didn't want to do any of that, I also have a bridge loan product, which is in column number 3. This is where I have an investor that will lend you 100% of the acquisition price. The interest rate is going to be a little bit higher, but when you sell your house, you can pay it off or down to whatever you'd like, and I can have a refinance for the balance set up and waiting for you. So in this scenario, you're only coming out of pocket with $58,257, and you might not ever even have to make a payment on the actual loan because you're going to sell your house. So that's the strategy, you guys, from a strategic standpoint, and explaining it to them. Give them 3 options: sell at the same time, 25% down, you can buy first, sell second, or hey, you can just borrow the whole thing if you want, and then you can pay it off as soon as you are sold on your current home.